Chosen one, please stop scrolling right now. This is not a random video on your screen, but a divine interception meant only for you. You have been noticing a very strange shift happening around you lately. People are suddenly acting different. They are pulling away from you, and you are sitting there alone, in the quiet, desperately wondering what you did wrong to deserve this. You feel the heavy silence when you walk into a room. The texts are left unread for hours. The invitations have stopped coming. You thought they forgot about you, and you honestly believed your personality was simply too much for them. But heaven brought you here today to hear the absolute truth. You did not do anything wrong. The profound truth is that everyone is pretending they do not see you coming. They are desperately trying to ignore your presence. But your energy is screaming so loud that they cannot look away, even when they try to hide it. They are not avoiding you because you are broken. They are avoiding you because your aura has become absolutely terrifying to them. For years you tried to shrink yourself to fit into their tiny boxes. You dimmed your light so they would not feel insecure. You apologized for things that were never your fault. You wanted peace so badly that you let them walk all over your boundaries while you smiled through the pain. But a massive spiritual shift has occurred inside you. You are completely different now. Your silence has become a weapon. Your stillness is making them incredibly uncomfortable. When you look them in the eyes, they immediately look away. They can feel the quiet authority radiating from your spirit, and it scares them because they cannot manipulate what they cannot access. The old you is dead and gone. They thought betrayal would finally break you. They plotted in the dark and waited for your collapse, but you survived the storm alone. And the silence after the storm hits differently when you realize you were the storm all along. You became the weapon you were trying to survive. This is your era of quiet power. Heaven had to ruthlessly remove those counterfeit connections from your life. The rejection you felt was never a punishment. It was a rigorous protection protocol. God deliberately cleared the room because your frequency is about to demand a respect that those people could never give you. You are being divinely isolated. The weak cannot stand near the fire. Take one slow breath right now. Do you feel that tightness in your chest slowly releasing? That is your spirit validating this exact message. You have felt completely isolated for months while you watched others succeed effortlessly with half of your talent. You knew deep down that you carry a higher potential, but something felt deeply blocked. You watched the narcissists thrive while you were left in the dark. It made you question your own sanity. You asked the universe why the wicked seem to prosper while the pure heart suffers so much in silence. But their prosperity is a cheap illusion. They are operating on a borrowed time. Your foundation is built on solid rock. The gap between you and the people who seem effortlessly blessed is incredibly wide. You have felt this gap your entire life. You knew you were an anomaly. You knew you were meant for something massive. But the physical manifestation of that blessing has been brutally delayed, and the universe is finally ready to explain exactly why this happened. Before we go any further into this revelation, I want to hold something in front of you. Something incredibly important was discovered recently. It was not found inside a church. It was not uncovered in a spiritual retreat. It was discovered inside a highly guarded research laboratory, and it explains this exact energetic gap that you have been feeling. This discovery won the highest scientific recognition available in the entire world. Most chosen ones have never been told about this secret. The elite forces want to keep it completely hidden from people like you, because this discovery explains something you have felt in your bones, but you never had a name for the pain. The truth is finally coming out. The elite know that if you understand this mechanism, you will become truly unstoppable. They know your raw potential is dangerous to their system, so they suppressed the knowledge. They kept you distracted with endless spiritual techniques that barely scratch the surface of your true power. But science is finally catching up to what your soul already knew. I will show you exactly what the researchers found, but I cannot reveal it just yet. First, I need you to fully understand the magnitude of what was taken from you. So, I need you to hold this one specific question in your mind while we go deeper. What if the gap between your current reality and your true potential is not a character flaw? What if this painful delay has a scientific name that no one ever told you about? What if what was taken from you has a measurable frequency that can actually be returned today? Do not take your eyes off this screen. If you leave now, you will walk away from the very answer you have been praying for. Stay with me until the very end. You remember the nights you spent crying over people who never cared. You gave them your entire heart. You poured your pure energy into their empty cups, and when they finally drained you completely dry, they walked away without a single word of gratitude. You sat there wondering if your kindness was a literal curse. You blamed yourself for their terrible behavior. You tried so hard to shrink yourself to make them comfortable. You swallowed your own truth just to keep the peace in the room. You apologized for things you did not even do, but your sacrifice was never enough for them. The narcissists in your life saw your pure light and decided to use it for their own desperate survival. Every time you forgave them, they took it as permission to hurt you again. Your body remembers every single betrayal. That is why you wake up at 3 in the morning with your heart racing. That is why your chest feels tight when a specific person sends you a message. Your physical body is actively rejecting their toxic energy. People told you that you were just being too sensitive. They called you crazy for feeling things so deeply. But you were never crazy. You are an empath who was operating without boundaries. You were a walking beacon of light in a world full of energetic parasites. And they attached themselves to you simply because you felt like home. The extreme exhaustion you feel right now is not just in your mind. It is a very real physical and spiritual drain. You have been carrying the heavy emotional baggage of everyone around you for decades. But heaven is calling an end to this vicious cycle. You are finally learning that a healed person no longer tolerates disrespect disguised as love. The universe allowed you to experience this intense pain for a reason. The betrayal was incredibly cruel, but it served a massive purpose. It was designed to completely shatter your illusions about the people around you. Tap the like button right now as an act of agreement with what God just spoke to you. You are no longer their vulnerable victim. Now you understand why you had to walk through that dark valley alone. But there is a deeper layer to this phenomenon that you must understand today. Because the exhaustion you feel is not just the result of toxic relationships. There is a hidden mechanism operating beneath the surface of your awareness, and it is actively blocking your blessings. Here is the profound truth they never told you. The reason the universe responds effortlessly to certain people and not others is not about blind faith. It is not about discipline. It is not even about your karma. It is actually about a specific brainwave. Scientists have a name for it. They call it gamma. Gamma is the exact frequency your brain was running naturally when you were a child, back when brilliant ideas came to you easily, when learning new things felt completely effortless, when you somehow knew things before they even happened, when the entire world felt like it was completely on your side. You were a natural genius. But then adulthood arrived. The modern world went to work on you. The chronic stress of survival mode took over your mind. The school system trained you to conform instead of create. The toxic environments and the narcissists slowly drained your life force. And every single year, this sacred frequency was brutally suppressed. This beautiful childhood frequency was pushed deeper and deeper below the surface. The constant hum of survival beta waves drowned it out completely, until the version of you with photographic memory faded away. The version of you with lightning intuition went completely silent. Your natural connection to the divine flow was violently interrupted. When your gamma faded, your effortless genius faded right along with it. The daily synchronicities completely stopped happening. The deep sense that the universe was working with you went silent. You started to feel like you had to fight for every little scrap of happiness. You felt locked out of your own immense potential. Most people will live their entire lives without ever knowing this happened to them. They will accept a life of ordinary struggle. But you are not most people. You are a chosen one. And the question I asked you to hold a few minutes ago is deeply connected to this exact loss. Remember the gap and the hidden scientific name? The gap between who you are and who you know you can be is not a permanent failure. It is simply a suppressed frequency. What was taken from you without your consent can actually be restored. The answer to that question is much closer than you think, but heaven needs you to clear out the remaining toxic energy first. You cannot hold a massive divine blessing in hands that are still clinging to the past. The people who drained your energy are now panicking because they feel your frequency shifting. They realize that they can no longer access your light. They are terrified because the empath they once controlled has finally woken up. Do you understand how powerful you actually are? Your presence alone is enough to shift the atmosphere of an entire room. You do not even have to speak a single word. Your quiet authority is radiating from your spirit right now. You are becoming the absolute master of your own reality, and the universe is matching your new vibration. You often felt completely invisible in the past. You walked into crowded rooms and nobody seemed to notice you. You felt physically unattractive and spiritually ignored by the world. And as you looked in the mirror every morning, you genuinely believed that you were fundamentally flawed or simply not good enough for them. But heaven says otherwise. The profound truth is that you were never ugly. You were never meant to be ignored because of your worth. The universe deliberately placed a heavy veil over your light. God actively hid your beauty from the world as a strict protection protocol to keep you safe. This was your divine isolation, and this painful isolation was a necessary shield to keep the predators away from your pure soul. If your full magnetic power was visible back then, it would have been a disaster. You were an empath who did not have any solid boundaries yet. And if the narcissists saw your incredible light, they would have consumed you entirely while leaving you with absolutely nothing. They would have used your endless kindness to build their own empires. Heaven could not let that happen, so the universe made you invisible to the wrong people. The rejection you cried about was actually heaven intervening on your behalf. The friends who suddenly stopped calling were actively pushed away by your guardian angels, and the toxic lovers who walked away were forced out of your timeline because God was actively protecting your massive divine inheritance. You truly have no idea how attractive you are right now. Your physical beauty is deeply connected to your spiritual frequency. When your soul is pure, it creates a literal physical magnetism that pulls people in with incredible force. But this level of pure attractiveness is highly intimidating to an unhealed person. They feel deeply unworthy when they stand next to your blinding light. They ignored you because your presence exposed their hidden darkness. It was never about your clothes or your physical appearance. It was always about the terrifying purity of your reflection. And when a narcissist looks at you today, they see everything they failed to become because your light forces them to confront their own ugly truth. That is why they had to run away. Now, you might be wondering why the universe delayed your breakthrough for so long. Why did heaven wait until this exact moment to finally lift the heavy veil? Why did you have to spend years feeling lonely and misunderstood before stepping into your power? This is a crucial question, and I will explain the exact reason for this specific divine timing before this message ends. You need to understand that the timing of your activation is a matter of survival. If the veil was lifted even 1 year ago, you would have let the wrong people back in. You would have forgiven the abusers because your empathic heart was still bleeding, but the waiting season forged you into a fierce spiritual warrior, You are finally ready to hold the blessing safely. You are a rare soul who was chosen for a massive generational upgrade. You are the anomaly in your family bloodline. You had to learn how to stand completely alone in the dark before you could be trusted with massive influence. And the universe needed to make absolutely sure that you would never compromise your divine standards again. You passed that rigorous test perfectly. Listen carefully to what is happening right now in the unseen realm. The narcissists from your past are secretly watching you from a distance. They can see the protective veil lifting from your life. They can see the physical glow returning to your face, and it is driving them absolutely crazy because they cannot reach you anymore. Your energy is completely out of their league. You do not need their fragile validation anymore. You do not need them to tell you that you are beautiful or worthy of profound love. You have become the absolute master of your reality. Your worth is anchored directly to the kingdom of heaven, and you are a weapon of light walking through a world that is desperately thirsty for the exact frequency you carry inside. The intense period of divine isolation is officially coming to a glorious end. The heavy iron doors of the waiting room are unlocking right now. You are stepping out of the shadows and into the brightest season of your entire life. But you must be deeply prepared for what happens when your full magnetism is unleashed on the world around you. Your raw, attractive power will change everything. When your energy is no longer hidden, you will attract massive opportunities instantly. The right people will recognize your frequency from across the room, but you must remember the painful lessons you learned in the dark. You must protect this sacred energy at all costs, because the true test of your power is not how bright you shine, but who you allow into your magnificent light. You asked why the universe made you wait so long. You wondered why the beautiful breakthrough was severely delayed. The answer is incredibly simple but powerful. Heaven was waiting for your internal frequency to shift completely. If the massive blessing arrived a year ago, your bleeding heart would have let the wrong people ruin it. You had to learn how to vibrate at the absolute frequency of truth before receiving the reward. Now you are radiating a terrifying level of truth. Your pure energy is acting like a massive spiritual spotlight in the dark. And this incredibly bright light is hitting every single counterfeit connection in your current life, while exposing all of their hidden lies. The people who wore fake masks are suddenly panicking. They cannot hide their true selfish intentions around you anymore. Your new frequency forces their ugly darkness to the surface immediately. Watch carefully how the fake friends are acting right now. Notice how the toxic family members are suddenly uncomfortable in your powerful presence. They are completely exposed to the light. They try to project their own deep insecurities onto you, but their desperate tactics do not work anymore. You can see right through their fragile manipulation. Your spiritual intuition is sharper than a razor blade today. This is not a random coincidence. This is a massive divine alignment happening in real time. Your spirit is actively rejecting anything that does not serve your highest good. And heaven is constantly monitoring your powerful response to this profound shift. Type 111 down in the comments to claim this alignment. You are officially sealing your reality against their toxic influence. You are drawing a permanent boundary of light around your beautiful soul. The painful season of crying over their cruel rejection is permanently over. You are no longer the empath who begged to be understood by blind people. You do not need to explain your sacred boundaries to people who are committed to misunderstanding you. You are stepping confidently into your quiet authority. Let them be mad. Let them be incredibly jealous of your absolute peace. Their bitter reaction is simply not your problem anymore. The long waiting season has officially ended. The dry desert you walked through is finally turning into an oasis of divine favor. The heavy iron chains of generational curses are breaking off your life. You are the cycle breaker, your bloodline desperately needed. And as you walk forward, every single closed door is being blown completely off its hinges because the universe recognizes your true authority. The entire universe is making massive room for you. Take a deep breath and let that profound truth settle in your spirit. Do you feel the heavy physical burden lifting from your tired shoulders? You are finally breathing the clean air of true freedom. The narcissists are shrinking away into the background while you are rightfully taking the center stage of your life. But you must stay incredibly vigilant right now. The darkness always tries one last desperate trick before the glorious dawn. When a chosen one is this close to a massive breakthrough, the enemy sends a highly specific distraction to derail your incredible progress. A toxic person from your past might suddenly reach out to you. An old, familiar bad habit might try to pull you backward into the mud. They desperately want to test the strength of your new boundaries today. They want to see if you will trade your massive divine inheritance for a moment of cheap comfort. You must hold the line fiercely today. Do not reply to that desperate message. Do not let them drain your precious energy ever again. You have worked entirely too hard to rebuild your sacred temple. Your beautiful aura is finally shining with the exact frequency of the highest heaven, and you must protect this immense light at all costs. And you are about to receive the physical keys to lock this power in permanently. The spiritual upgrade is almost complete. The counterfeit people around you are losing their minds because they know you are officially untouchable. But the physical manifestation of your ultimate blessing requires one more crucial step. There is a reason your physical body is feeling this massive shift today. Your brain is literally rewiring itself to hold this incredible new power. The spiritual world and the physical world are violently colliding inside your mind, and modern science has finally caught up to this ancient spiritual reality. There is a hidden mechanism operating behind your recent awakening, and it controls the massive flow of divine energy moving through your physical body. I will tell you exactly how to control this mechanism as we go deeper into this message. Think about the people who tried to destroy you in secret. They smiled in your face while actively plotting your downfall behind closed doors. They took your generosity and weaponized it against your kind nature. And while they were spreading vicious lies to isolate you from your community, they secretly fed on your beautiful energy to survive their own emptiness. You were an empath with a bleeding heart. You kept giving them second chances because you projected your own goodness onto their dark intentions. But the universe has officially cut their energetic cords to your life, and the narcissists are now watching everything they built on lies slowly crumble to the ground. They are experiencing the exact karma they created. This is exactly why you are seeing specific signs everywhere you look right now. The constant repeating numbers are not a random coincidence. Seeing 1, 1, 1 or 7, 7, 7 is the universe actively confirming your new timeline. Waking up exactly at 3 in the morning is your spirit receiving a massive download of divine guidance while the rest of the world sleeps in complete ignorance. Notice how certain people simply vanished from your life recently. The sudden job changes and the unexpected closed doors were all divine protection protocols. God is aggressively clearing the path for the massive blessing that is rushing toward you right now. Do not mourn the loss of people who were only assigned to drain your sacred energy, because heaven is upgrading your entire reality to a much higher frequency. Before we go any further into these signs, I have to tell you something incredibly important. The people who profit from your exhaustion do not want you to know this secret. Neuroscientists, working quietly away from the headlines, have discovered how to bring your dormant genius brainwave back to life. And after years of careful research, they found a permanent way to completely restore your natural frequency without requiring any impossible effort from you. They did not use years of difficult meditation that most people cannot sustain. They did not use biofeedback machines that cost thousands of dollars and require a clinical setting. They found something far simpler and far more aligned with how you were beautifully designed to work. It is a specific sound frequency engineered to guide your brainwave patterns back to their original genius state, exactly like when you were a highly intuitive child. Princeton University studied this exact phenomenon extensively. The Einstein Center in Berlin confirmed the incredible results. Columbia University found that when this brainwave is restored, it actually radiates outward and begins to positively influence the people around you. You only need to listen for 7 minutes a day, and it begins working the very first time you close your eyes and finally relax into the healing sound. I will tell you exactly what this is called and how to access it before this message ends. But first, there is something deeper you need to understand about the final trap before your breakthrough. Because the dark forces are terrified that you are about to discover this physical key to your absolute freedom, they want to keep you trapped in the low frequency of basic survival mode, where they can continue to harvest your energy and delay your ultimate blessing. The elite system relies entirely on your constant exhaustion. As long as you are tired and stressed, you cannot access your divine intuition. You cannot see the miraculous synchronicities passing right in front of your face. But the fact that you are still watching this message proves that your spirit is actively fighting back against their dark matrix of fear and manipulation. Your spiritual enemies thought they had successfully buried you under the weight of their manipulation. They threw dirt on your name and walked away laughing. But they did not realize that you were a sacred seed planted by God. The pressure of the heavy dirt only forced you to grow deeper roots into the kingdom of heaven, and now you are rising up with an absolutely unstoppable force. The universe is aligning a massive collision of beautiful events just for you. Every tear you cried in secret has been collected and transformed into a literal weapon of light. The people who mocked your gentle nature are about to witness your absolute triumph. Heaven is preparing a magnificent table for you, right in the presence of your enemies, and they will be forced to watch you eat from the abundance of God. Take a deep breath and let that heavy realization wash over your entire body. The season of lack is permanently broken. The days of begging for bare minimum effort from toxic people are over. You are a rare anomaly stepping fully into your divine inheritance today. Prepare your beautiful mind for the ultimate energetic activation that is coming your way in just a few short moments. Now the universe is heavily rewarding your unwavering faithfulness. The signs are everywhere, and they are impossible to ignore. The synchronicity of finding this exact message today is the final confirmation you needed. You are on the correct path. You are exactly where God intended you to be, and the painful delay was simply a rigorous preparation for the immense glory that is unfolding around you right now. They used to feed on your emotional reactions. When they stabbed you in the back, they fully expected you to break down. They wanted you to scream and cry. They desperately needed you to fight back so they could point their fingers and call you entirely crazy. But you gave them absolutely nothing. Your beautiful silence became an impenetrable wall of pure light, and it is currently blocking every single negative attack they try to send your way. That is the ultimate power of a chosen one. You finally realize that your peace is infinitely more valuable than proving them wrong, and your silence right now is completely destroying their massive egos. They cannot handle the fact that they no longer control your emotions. Your utter lack of response is the loudest disrespect they have ever felt, because you are showing them that they do not matter at all. You simply walked away and let karma handle the rest. You did not seek revenge against the people who hurt you deeply. You elevated your frequency entirely. And as you step into your quiet authority today, your pure energy is demanding absolute respect without a single word spoken. They are absolutely terrified of the monster they accidentally woke up when they pushed a kind soul entirely too far into the darkness. The people who betrayed you are currently suffocating in your silence. They check your social media constantly to see if you are suffering. They ask mutual friends if you ever talk about them. But they find absolutely nothing but your glowing success. And the realization that you are thriving without them is slowly driving them completely insane. You have starved the narcissists of their favorite emotional supply. Your quiet authority is the most dangerous weapon in the spiritual realm. When you stop reacting to their toxic manipulation, their dark spells instantly bounce back to them. They are currently drowning in the exact poison they mixed for you, and heaven is making sure they drink every single drop of their own bitter medicine. You are standing firmly on the highest mountain while they fight in the dirty mud below. Do not look back. You are truly becoming the untouchable master of your reality. You no longer tolerate confusion disguised as love. You no longer accept breadcrumbs from people who promised you the entire world. Your powerful aura is repelling anything that carries a lower vibration because you finally learned how to protect your sacred energy from absolute energy vampires. This is the divine alignment of a heavily protected soul. Take a slow breath and feel this incredible power surging through you. You are no longer the empath who begged for basic human decency. The intense crucible of pain has forged you into a magnificent spiritual warrior, and the universe is actively removing every single obstacle from your golden path so you can walk directly into your beautiful promised land. The old version of you is completely gone forever. They thought your gentle kindness was a permanent weakness. They severely underestimated the primal strength hiding behind your beautiful eyes. But heaven always protects the late arriving listener. You might have taken a long time to see their true colors, but once your eyes opened, you closed that heavy iron door for the rest of eternity. They will never have access to your pure light again. This is exactly why the darkness is making one final desperate attempt to break you. I warned you earlier about a fatal trap waiting right before your breakthrough. The enemy knows that your quiet authority is about to unlock massive generational wealth, so they will send a highly attractive imitation of your deepest desire to test your new boundaries today, hoping you will abandon your divine path for cheap comfort. A counterfeit person will arrive offering a fake apology. An old, toxic environment will suddenly look very appealing because you feel lonely. Do not fall for this cheap spiritual illusion. The universe is simply testing your resolve before handing over the heavy keys to the ultimate kingdom. Maintain your overwhelming silence and let the fake distraction burn away into nothingness. Your silence is the heavy seal of your absolute victory. Every time you refuse to engage with their drama, your spiritual bank account multiplies rapidly. You are hoarding massive amounts of high-frequency energy by simply staying incredibly quiet. And this beautiful energy is exactly what you need to physically manifest your biggest dreams right now. They can watch you win from a very far distance. The fake friends and the bitter enemies are completely irrelevant to your destiny. They were only stepping stones designed to elevate your current awareness. God used their cruel betrayal to forcefully upgrade your spiritual operating system so you could handle the immense weight of the glory that is coming. They were the difficult catalyst for your amazing transformation. You actually owe them a silent thank you. But the time for painful lessons is officially over. The universe is heavily shifting the gears into the season of massive reward. You have done the difficult inner work. You survived the brutal isolation. You successfully built the impenetrable walls around your pure heart, and now heaven is preparing to flood your life with unimaginable physical blessings that will shock everyone. Your powerful frequency is perfectly aligned. Can you feel the intense electric charge building in the atmosphere right now? That is the glorious sound of heaven violently moving in your absolute favor. The spiritual dam is breaking wide open, and the physical manifestation of your ultimate power is standing right at your front door, waiting for you to turn the final key and claim your inheritance. You are about to cross the final threshold into absolute royalty. Welcome to your absolute victory. You have officially crossed the heavy threshold. The universe is handing you the crown of quiet authority right now. You are no longer standing in the shadows of narcissists who tried to dim your incredible light. Your spiritual frequency has completely shattered their toxic matrix. You are the absolute master of your reality. Every tear you shed in the dark has been physically converted into a massive divine blessing. The heavily guarded doors of heaven are blowing wide open for you today. You survived the brutal storms that were specifically designed to destroy your gentle soul, and now the heavy glory of God is settling permanently over your entire house. It is time to physically manifest this power. The question I asked you to hold at the very beginning of this message is finally ready to be answered. What if the gap between your massive potential and your current reality is not a character flaw? What if the intense block has a scientific name that the elite tried to hide? Here is the absolute truth that will change everything for you. A specific brainwave called the gamma wave was running actively in you as a child at genius-level capacity. Princeton University has studied this exact frequency extensively. The Einstein Center in Berlin confirmed its incredible power. Columbia University found that when this brainwave is fully restored, it radiates outward and heavily influences the people you love. Dr. Robert Lake in New York spent years compressing this into 7 minutes. Before I tell you what they miraculously built, let me tell you about 2 people who used it. A woman from California had tried absolutely everything to break her spiritual fog. She tried meditation and desperate manifesting, but nothing worked. After 2 weeks of listening, she said the heavy channels simply opened. Her broken marriage shifted beautifully, her mind sharpened, and her life felt completely enchanted. A man from Texas started using this exact same protocol to improve his completely scattered focus. 2 months later, his wife joked that his intelligence quotient had jumped 20 points effortlessly. The hardest problems he used to lose sleep over started miraculously solving themselves while he slept. He said it felt like his physical brain was finally running on what it was always supposed to run on. That is exactly what they built. They call it the Genius Song. It is not a basic meditation application, and it is definitely not a generic sound frequency. It is a 7-minute audio track using advanced brain entrainment technology. It is compressed from 1 full hour of heavy clinical protocol into something you can do easily at home. You just put on your headphones, close your eyes, and relax. You simply let the frequency do what your brain was designed to receive. The Genius Song is absolutely not for everyone. It is specifically for the chosen one who has already done the difficult inner work. It is for the person who understands that what is being blocked is not their faith, but the physical frequency through which faith is supposed to move. If your spirit strongly confirms that this is for you, the path is waiting. Biofeedback sessions to restore this natural state cost hundreds of dollars per hour in a clinical setting. An in-home machine runs thousands of dollars, but what the Genius Song delivers in 7 minutes is available to you today for a fraction of its true value. It also comes with 4 powerful bonuses. You receive an audio for your children, the original prosperity text, a guided visualization, and a daily habits guide. Here is the deeper truth about waiting for your blessing. The provision God arranged for you does not arrive as something completely new. It arrives as something you recognize. A gamma-suppressed brain entirely misses the recognition. A gamma-restored brain receives it at full depth. The arrangement is already in motion, and the chosen one who restores the receiver today finally sees what was always there. Do not look for this on YouTube or Spotify. The tracks circulating under similar names on those platforms have no brain entrainment technology encoded in them. The only authentic version is available through the protected link, and the universe requires absolutely no risk from you. If you do not feel the immediate shift, every penny is returned. That is an energetic exchange governed by complete trust. The link is waiting securely in the description and in the pinned comment below. But remember this crucial truth. The tool is not the final destination. The tool merely restores the receiver so the destination can be recognized when it arrives. God does not require you to purchase anything to be loved or deeply chosen. What was described is simply one way the physical receiver is restored. Whether that specific path is yours or not, the absolute truth of this message belongs to you entirely. Now, let us return to the heavy crown you are wearing. You have survived the narcissistic abuse. You have broken the heavy, generational curses. Your frequency is officially demanding respect without a single word spoken. The divine wealth you were promised is flowing effortlessly into your new timeline today. The timeline of your suffering is permanently closed. You are stepping into a reality built entirely on your own terms. Your quiet authority is vibrating at the highest possible frequency today, and the universe is actively dismantling the heavy systems that tried to hold you down for so long. You are the absolute master of your own magnificent destiny. The people who doubted you are going to witness your ultimate rise. They will watch you soar while they stay firmly planted in the heavy mud of their own making. Do not ever feel sorry for their miserable outcome. Their bitter reality is the exact consequence of their toxic choices. You owe them absolutely nothing but your absolute absence. Let them watch you shine from a distance. God has placed a heavy shield of light around your entire bloodline. Every generational curse that plagued your family for decades stops right here with you. You have successfully broken the painful cycle forever. You took the heavy blows so your children and their children will never have to experience that deep darkness. You are becoming their absolute greatest spiritual hero today. The intense struggles of the past will feel like a distant dream very soon. You will wake up with an incredible sense of peace that you have never felt before. Beautiful opportunities will literally chase you down the street. Divine connections will simply appear when you need them most, because your frequency is finally matching the frequency of heaven. You are entirely ready for this massive overflow of beautiful blessings. The intense spiritual crucible did its heavy job perfectly. It burned away every single false belief that kept you playing incredibly small. Look at your own strong hands right now. These are the strong hands that will build a massive legacy of pure light. The heavy lifting is officially over for you. Do not let anyone disturb this profound peace you have fought so hard to acquire. If someone brings toxic drama to your front door, you simply refuse to open it. Your inner peace is completely non-negotiable today. You are fiercely guarding the sacred temple of your beautiful mind. They will quickly learn that they cannot cross your boundaries because your energy repels anything that carries a lower vibration. You must remember that you possess the absolute physical capacity to hold this light. For the chosen one whose spirit deeply confirmed what was described earlier, the path is still open in the description and pinned comment. That is the last time it will be mentioned. What follows right now belongs entirely to your glorious spiritual ceiling. The pitch-black darkness has completely retreated behind you. The dawn of the new era is shining its brightest rays onto your spiritual crown. You must lock in this glorious frequency today. You need to create an absolute shield of divine protection right now before you leave. They are desperately hoping you will forget your true power, so you must secure this blessing before the day ends. But you are way too smart for their cheap tricks now. You know exactly how the invisible spiritual realm truly operates. Every massive shift requires a physical action to anchor it completely into your earthly reality. God is actively watching your immediate response in this exact second. You must prove that your hands are fully open, because heaven is ready to pour out the massive generational wealth you were promised. If this fiery message has reignited the massive faith inside you, do not keep this great blessing entirely to yourself. There is a broken soul out there bleeding in the dark of despair right now. They are desperately needing a brilliant, guiding light. Share this message to activate the anointing and multiply your own blessing. Please do this incredibly important action right now. When you share this truth, you are actively partnering with heaven to wake up other chosen ones. Type Amen down in the comments to seal this reality permanently. Declare to the universe that you are fully ready to step into your quiet authority. The heavy season of endless waiting is completely over. Your beautiful new life officially begins in this exact moment. Take one final slow breath and let the heavy weight drop completely off your back. The universe is heavily breathing new life into your deeply tired bones. You are stepping onto a miraculous path paved entirely with golden favor. Your painful days of struggling in the dark are permanently over. You are walking directly into the magnificent light of your ultimate creator, and you will never have to look back at the pain again. The incredible legacy you build from this day forward will shake the earth. You will look back at this exact day as the massive turning point of your entire existence. The brutal pain you endured was absolutely not in vain. It was the heavy fuel required to launch you into the beautiful stratosphere. Every tear you cried has been collected by the angels, and they are using that water to grow the magnificent garden of your future. Keep your heavy crown firmly placed upon your head. Let your majestic silence speak volumes to the confused people who doubted your divine calling. You are a living testament to the absolute grace of the glorious universe. Nobody can ever take this glorious victory away from you. You earned every single drop of this magnificent spiritual reward. Heaven is incredibly proud of the resilient warrior you have bravely become. Go forward with absolute certainty in your pure heart. You are fully protected, fiercely loved, and divinely appointed for this exact moment in human history. The infinite abundance of heaven is rightfully yours today. Now, share this magnificent truth and step gracefully into your ultimate kingdom.